Hello, my name is Kristina Kastranova. I'm neurographic instructor and aesthetic coach. And today I'm going to present you one special model that was specifically designed for our Key Action 2 Erasmus Plus small-scale partnership project called Nonprofit All-Inclusive. The project aims to provide diverse, all kinds of support to freshly founded organizations, especially those of young people and non-profit organizations. The model that we're going to draw today is called Transparent Ikigai. Consists of two already existing coaching models, but we are going to make them something unique and united out of two models. Plus, this is going to be a neurographica model. So we're going to draw it in a specific neurographic way. So basically, we start with the circle of Ikigai itself. What does it mean? So sometimes Ikigai is drawn like 4 different circles. We are going to draw it as one circle, like a pizza that is sliced in 4 parts. Okay. So one of these parts is something that you love or you like to do. You love. Okay. And when thinking of what do you like to do, you yourself or you and the other staff or other volunteers, other people inside your organization or your project. So about each thing, write it as a keyword in some circles inside. So this can be 1, 2, 3, for example. The other part of Ikigai is something that you are good at. And again, so draw your talents and name them as 1, 2, 3, or more or less. It is also up to you how big or small are the circles that you draw inside. Okay. Something you're good at. So these are your talents. Okay. And sometimes, it is not compulsory the same as the things that you like to do. So you can be good at singing, maybe, but you never actually sing. Instead, you like dancing, maybe, even though you're super bad at this. Okay. The third part of Ikigai is something that other people are ready to pay for. Others are ready or already pay for. So in case you don't sell anything and you don't sell your services, you don't provide services, think anyway what other people take with pleasure and they are potentially are ready even to pay for in your organization or from you privately, from you as a professional, and so on. Again, this can be several circles. They can also cross each other. So for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, name them. And the fourth part of Ikigai is something that the world need or the other people need. Other people actually need. Okay? So again, this is the reality that sometimes people go shopping and they spend a lot of money. They are ready to pay for something, for example, for a quick result or for something that costs less, maybe. So they're ready to pay money for this. But in reality, indeed, they need something different. Yeah. So in reality, I don't know, maybe they need more qualitative clothes, but instead they pay and they're ready to pay for cheap one-time to use piece of clothes. Okay. And yeah, again, here, several circles of different sizes, and you name them with some keywords about what do you think your target group is actually in need for. And when you're done with this, somewhere in the middle, maybe also already visually, graphically, it will happen by itself automatically. Some circles will cross. But the things that are mostly to the circle or by your intuition, that mix, that overlap somewhere in the middle, this is actually called ikigai. So this is the essence of what you actually have to do, what you actually have to pay attention for and start to focus on in your work, in your services, in your organization, activities, and so on. So this is the standard Ikigai model. What we're going to do, we're going to combine it with another coaching model called Johari window. So we will put them together. Yeah, we will stick them together. The circle of Ikigai, the circles of Ikigai, because it can also be drawn a little bit differently, but in our drawing, it will be this way. So the Johari window also consists of four parts, and these are four windows. In the classic Johari window, yeah, normally we would write here something that you know about yourself or you are aware of, and here on the top, something that other people are aware of about you, okay? We will slightly change the positions of these things so that they actually go logically in line with the circles of Ikigai here. So here in the first quadrant, we will have the standard, the so-called open window, open Johari window, open. And this means the passion that you have, the passion that you know, and the passion that you share with others. So to all sides, known passion, known passion. So meaning something that you really like to do and you share with others and everybody knows, yes, knows that you like it. So see if these things will repeat or maybe they will become bigger here. So when you evaluate already the existing circles in your Ikigai, you can kind of make them stronger, wider, or maybe they will be in the background of some other circles that you suddenly become more aware of and you understand, yeah, this is something that I share with others. Yes, I love the things, I love to do those things, and I share them with the rest. So basically, it is possible that this is the same circle becoming slightly different, or you add some more things. So this actually becomes a circle number 4. Important that you write something inside. Yeah, what are the keywords? What are the passions that you know about yourself and you make them clear and known to other people? Okay. Then we go to the next part of Ikigai that was you are good at. Okay. And these will be talents that you know, but you don't show to others. So you know you're good at this, but you don't show to others, okay? And this is the hidden part, the hidden window. So you kind of hide them from others, yeah? The hidden window. So you know, but you hide. Or so far you hide, okay? You hide. Maybe not on purpose. Again, these can be some circles that are becoming stronger out of this, okay, and you sign them inside, or maybe some new circles appear here, okay? So write the keywords inside. The next one, the next part of Ikigai was something that you're paid for or other people are ready to pay for. And here I invite you to write the strong sides you show to others. Okay, this means that maybe you're blind yourself. Okay, so you don't know actually or you're not so much aware that you're good at these things and you should do them, but other people are ready to pay. They are taking this with pleasure. Yeah. So your strong sides that you show to others. So others know about them and they're ready to pay, but you yourself, you kind of forget that you're actually good at this. Okay. So I don't know, every day maybe people tell you, oh, but you have such a good voice. It's a pleasure to listen to your voice when you're guiding the presentations or meditations or whatever. So they're ready to pay for it. But you never think about this as something you actually are ready to do, and maybe you have to do it for money. So it's your kind of not so much aware talent, yes, that maybe is time to bring out, okay? And maybe this becomes something additional out of this 5. So maybe it will become one more circle here, okay? And the last window is called unknown, the unknown. And it is something that like unknown potential, yeah, unknown potential. So nobody actually knows. Nobody actually knows about this potential of yours. Yes, so you might just guess that maybe I can do this. Also here, when you think what other people need, it's not that they are walking around and, advertising, we all need this. No, but observing them, you understand that the actual need is in extra attention, in mentoring, for example, okay, in individual support, or in some specific consultations about some specific topics. Like they don't tell about this, but you feel it by observing, okay? And you might understand that, but it is something that I might also do because if I have observed this, yes, so maybe I can also try to do this. So unknown potential that nobody knows, nobody is like clearly aware of. Okay. Okay. And again, here might be some extra circles, or you just go through and you make even stronger some circles from here. Okay. So this can be 4 and 5. This is it. This is our basics of the model that you are going to draw further as a neurographical model. So this is the composition of the transparent ikigai. Ikigai. What do we do now? When we have all the circles, when we have the basic composition ready, we start to make it more vivid, yeah, more alive. So we make some additional lines inside. And as you see, these are neurographical lines. They can go through the circle, or they can also go this way. Just do it as it feels natural for you. Okay, some 3, 4, 5 lines as it feels okay. Okay, like this. While drawing, please observe and analyze what you can see from your drawing. What are the biggest circles that you have? And what does it mean? That the blind spot is the biggest one. So the biggest potential is over there. And there is money there, yeah. If you see that something is too intensive, for example, the needs here, my feeling is that there are a lot of like small circles and very much together inside are here. So there are a lot of needs, unknown needs, unexpressed needs. So maybe it's good to go to make some surveys to talk about this, to organize discussions. And all these insights you can also write down as some conspect aside, okay? So everything what you can observe by analyzing, even graphically, visually, your drawing, okay? Now, the next step of Neurographica model is always rounding. What do we do? As soon as two lines are crossing, meeting each other, we make the rounding side, like this. This, like this. Okay. Maybe some more lines will appear. With this step, you get used to your drawing, you get used to your topic, so thoughts calm down a bit and get more organized in your head, in your mind. See how much you dare to round. If you notice all the corners to be rounded or not. And exactly during the rounding part is the best moment to observe yourself, to scan yourself. And we always scan ourselves in Neurographica by 4 points of attention. The first one is thoughts. There are quite a lot of thoughts during the composition, okay? But see also now during the rounding side, yeah, if you still have a lot of topics, a lot of sentences on your mind, or you just fly away somewhere, yeah. And it's totally fine, it's totally natural in case you start thinking about totally not connected topics, yeah. So here we're supposed to think about our organization, the correct direction, what we need to do, this and that. But it's totally fine if suddenly you start to think about a new dish recipe, for example, yeah? And in case this happens, ask yourself, why am I speaking about this topic when I'm drawing the transparent ikigai of my organization or of my services or of my project idea? What does it mean? How do they come together, these two topics? So for example, maybe my insight would be, aha, but maybe if I think about food now, it's maybe we should start focus more on healthy food during the project activities. Or maybe we should start a vlog about cooking. Yeah, or maybe we can explore multiculturality and different cultures and countries through cooking. Yeah, through different dishes. So any ideas that come to your mind, note them, write them down in a conspect. Okay. The second point of attention is emotions or feelings. So while you're drawing, while you're rounding, observe yourself. How do you feel? Are you stressed? Are you worried? You feel ashamed? Maybe? Or you're very much relaxed and calm? Are you peaceful? Are you joyful? Observe. You can also notice what happens when you touch particular circles of your drawing. So for example, maybe exactly when you're in the middle of Ikigai, you get worried and stressed. Maybe when you touch one of the specific circles, your unknown potential here, for example, you start feeling extremely excited. Yeah, so what does it mean? What does it mean for your big topic here? 3 is body sensations. Body sensations. So here and now, you observe also your body, you scan yourself. How does it feel inside the body while you're rounding your transparent ikigai? And it might be suddenly very hot or cold, or maybe you have pain somewhere, or also like natural desires of your body can appear. For example, suddenly you're hungry or sleepy. So these are also body sensations, and you can also notice them and think, well, what does it mean for this topic? What does it mean that I'm sleepy when I'm rounding, let's say, one of the talents that I have, um, that others know, but I don't know. What does it mean that I'm sleepy about that? Why I'm not so excited about this side? What can I do to make it more exciting for myself? Should I do it if others think that I'm good at this, but for me myself this is not exciting? How does it feel? Yeah, so you analyze and you talk to yourself about this. And the fourth point of attention is visions. Visions are basically our visual thoughts. Yeah, so while we are rounding, while we are drawing, while we're talking, it's kind of a feeling that in front of our eyes, not here on the paper, but in general, in our thoughts, in our mind, we kind of see some situations, some things going on, some object maybe, kind of pictures. Yeah, so these are visions. So for example, I'm rounding now something that I love to do, and suddenly it's kind of a memory, like a picture appearing in my mind from, I don't know, from some particular project, and I'm walking in the forest, yeah, and something that has happened. But the visions can be from the past, but also from your potential future, or something that you visualize, you imagine, you create in your mind, yes, and you dare to boost your creativity, to plan for future. This helps a lot to plan and organize your thoughts, your desires, your aims for the future, the visions, so you can try to develop them more. If you catch one vision, try to see more what happens around. Yeah, so for example, if I was walking there in the forest in my vision, what is this forest? Is it from the past? Is it from the future? What are the people around me there? How do I feel there? Where I'm going from? What I'm going to do next? So how can it help me to understand my topic I'm drawing here today, the transparent ikigai? Should I make more the hikings in the nature in my organization, maybe? Yeah. So this could be my insight. So more or less, we have rounded now all the circles in our modal. Okay, and then we go to the next part of neurographic coaching, of neurographic drawing. And the next part is called archetyping. And this basically means coloring. Okay, coloring. Yeah, we can use pencils or highlighters. You can use any colors you like, and you can color in any way you like. Yeah, so maybe you will stress more, highlight more the circles with keywords that you have. Okay, like this. Maybe you will provide some support to the waves, yeah, to the waves that you have, for example, between this and this line. So it can be like big highlighting of this space. I will do the coloring part a bit more schematic. So basically, just to give a touch of coloring, a taste of this, it is up to you how much time you dedicate to the coloring part. Okay. important that the picture actually becomes colorful. Yeah, it doesn't need to be fully covered and colored so that there is no any single white spot. No, up to you, up to your feeling, what is enough, what is essential there. Yeah, and how many colors you use. Just a little bit more from my side, so that it is more or less balanced, yeah, harmonized, and it's not a feeling that you have forgotten to color something there. Yeah, but it is balanced all over the whole composition. Okay, so coloring. The next step of Neurographica modal is called field lines. Field lines. We take a bit wider marker. It can also be black, or it can also be of another color. And we can make 1 or 2 neurolines going through the center, throughout the whole drawing. Okay, they can cross, but not compulsory. But have a feeling that they're actually walking, going through the Ikigai center, through the essence. You can do it without thinking, just naturally. And when it is done, analyze, observe what has happened. What are the main directions? What do you see? What are the keywords on these field lines, on these main roads of your drawing? Yes. For example, I see that most of my lines don't go in the hidden side, but they are mostly in the blind spot and the unknown spot. And from the known passion, they are crossing basically only one circle. Yeah. So I have a lot of insights throughout this drawing that I should focus more on things that I'm not doing yet. Yeah. So there is still a huge potential to explore and to start doing or developing. Okay. And the last part of Neurographica, of any Neurographica drawing, is called fixation. You can use the same marker you had right now. It can also be of another color. It can also be black marker, maybe a bit wider. So fixation has to be the most important shape spot in your drawing. And it means it is something you should pay attention to here and now, like the first thing to do, the first thing to think of. Okay, I would invite you to close your eyes and make a circle, draw a circle somewhere in your drawing without looking. Okay, now you can open your eyes and mark this circle even more, stress it more, highlight more, integrate so it is not hanging in the air. Yeah, but it is integrated throughout the rounding with the same color here. And definitely pay attention what has happened, what the fixation is trying to tell you, what your subconsciousness is whispering to you. I see that it is definitely stressing the Ikigai part. Yeah, so the essence. And it is, again, it is very much in these two parts of the drawing, yeah, in the blind spot and in the hidden spot. So something that is more needed for other people, more there than what I think of. For the organizations, for example, it can mean that, let's say, if it is an organization run by adults and you make activities for young people, so maybe the youth participation is not on that high level there, yeah, and you do very good activities for young people, but do they actually participate in decision-making process? Yeah, so it is whispering me here, ask more what people want, what they need, what they reckon they want from you. Yeah, so it's again about talking to the target audience. And you can see also which exactly circles with which exactly keywords are inside the fixation. This is it. We are ready with the transparent Ikigai, and enjoy your work and develop your organizations, non-profit, all-inclusive. Good luck.